Welcome, everyone, to the Apoco-Larry podcast. I'm Steve. He is
King Lawrence.
King Lawrence. Do not
Yes.
forget it. Bow
Yes.
before
Well,
me, I
because
say.
I have the king's disease now.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
oh,
That little bit of gout is called the king's disease.
I did not know this.
Yeah. In the old days, only the kings could eat well enough to get gout.
I eat like a king, therefore I have gout.
Therefore, I have gout. Yeah. I don't. We don't know that I have it, but they think that
Yeah.
might be that. Either that, or I just bumped my toe in the night and didn't know.
Yeah.
But we know a guy at one of the churches who has gout, and he said it actually flares up after Christmas from all the sugary treats you eat all through Christmas. He says then it flares up. I thought,
Yeah.
that's a possibility, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Great. Oh,
Yes, because Lynn had proper food for me to eat.
Yeah.
But I ate Lauren's.
Would you like to eat this healthy stuff, or would you like some chocolates? I want chocolates, dang it. That's what I
chocolate.
want.
I want those sugar cookies, those candy cane cookies.
Oh,
They
I
were
love
lovely.
those. I love those.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. David, maybe he got gout later in life, but he was a pretty rugged individual, so maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, because we're starting 2 Samuel, aren't we?
So, yeah, Saul just died, and David's going to take care of a little liar in his camp.
What great foreshadowing, my friend. Well done.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's jump right in. 2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 1. After the death of Saul, David returned from striking down the Amalekites and stayed in Ziklag 2 days. On the third day, a man arrived from Saul's camp with his clothes torn and dust on his head. When he came to David, he fell to the ground to pay him honor. Where have you come from? David asked him. He answered, I have escaped from the Israelite camp. What happened? David asked. Tell me. The men fled from the battle, he replied. Many of them fell and died, and Saul and his son Jonathan are dead.
Yeah. Read a little further.
Then David said to the young man who brought him the report, How do you know that Saul and his son Jonathan are dead? I happened to be on Mount Gilboa, the young man said. There was Saul leaning on a spear with the chariots and their drivers in hot pursuit. When he turned around and saw me, he called out to me, and I said, What can I do? He asked me, Who are you? An Amalekite, I answered. Then he said to me, Stand here by me and kill me. I'm in the throes of death, but I'm still alive. So I stood beside him and killed him, because I knew after he had fallen he could not survive. And I took the crown that was on his head and the band on his arm, and I brought them here to my Lord.
Yeah. So, by the way, the movie David,
yes,
was good. Its accuracy is there, but they have to kind of skip over things and kind of merge things a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you can't cover all of these aspects in
one
movie.
Right.
And so when David, remember David was asked, and Ashish says, I'm sorry, David, you can't join the battle with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then David goes back to Ziklag, where they find out that all of their women and family have been taken.
That's right.
Yeah. In the movie, he's going to do battle, and then it doesn't work out and he gets sent back. So they have to do it a little different because they don't have as much time. But it was good. It was a good movie. Okay. So this is remember now, if you recall from the last one, Saul actually fell on his own sword, didn't he?
Isn't that how he died? Yeah.
Yeah. So David is coming back from Ziklag, because remember she sent him to Ziklag, and then they did that thing and they beat the Amalekites. The other thing about that movie, by the way, is the Amalekites are dressed like druids and druid soldiers and the guys from the British Isles. You know how sometimes they wore the horns and the helmets and they somehow dressed them up that way. And I never saw the Amalekites like that. And I don't know what he was using as his information to get that, except to say the Amalekites were always outsiders. And you remember these Amalekites were Amalek was the grandson of Esau.
Right.
So the Amalekites are from that Esau side of the family. And when the Israelites came through the first time, the Amalekites, they would kill the stragglers. And so that's kind of how they did their battles. They didn't do much straight on warfare. They were kind of known for this tracking and wiping out. And so David, when he went back, remember early on he killed quite a few Amalekites, and he went
Mm-hmm.
back to Ashish and said, I was killing the Judeans and stuff. And really, he was killing the Amalekites. And then this time, when this war went on, he went back and found out his whole family was taken, and everybody's family was taken. Remember, and then they wanted to kill him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you find out that these 600 men with him weren't all loyal soldiers that he grabbed. They were,
Right.
they were just some running from Saul, actually.
Yeah.
Some of them, and he ended up with these people, and they wanted to kill him. But then he takes them and goes after the Amalekites. The Amalekites didn't kill anybody, oddly enough.
Yeah.
And they get all of their women and children and all the Amalekite stuff back when they come back to Ziklag.
Right.
And so now he's come back from Ziklag, or he's in Ziklag, isn't he? And this Amalekite kid comes to him and said, yeah, I killed Saul and I brought this stuff for you, because thinking that he was going to get a great reward. Well, first of all, he's an Amalekite.
Yeah.
And David,
Oops.
David's a warrior. Yeah, David's a warrior, and the Amalekites, they weren't on very good terms. But also, he claims to have killed Saul. Now, he may have spared his life. He said, I found Saul dead and I took these things for you.
Yeah.
But he actually said that he at Saul's command killed Saul.
Mm.
And David was like, yeah, you just don't do that. Especially because now Jonathan, his best friend that he loves, really loves this guy. And Saul, who he, for some reason, always cared for and respected his whole life,
Mm-hmm.
they're both dead. And this guy is claiming to have killed one. So then you get into verse 14. Or 13, I guess.
Even 11 actually. Then David and all his men took hold of their clothes and tore them. They mourned and wept and fasted until evening for Saul and his son Jonathan, and for the army of the Lord, and for the nation of Israel, because they had fallen by the sword. Yeah. David said to the young man who brought him the report, where are you from? I am the son of a foreigner, an Amalekite, he answered. David asked him, why weren't you afraid to lift your hand to destroy the Lord's anointed? Then David said to one of his men, go and strike him down. So he struck him down, and he died. For David had said to him, your blood will be on your own head. Your mouth has testified against you when you said, I killed the Lord's anointed.
Yeah, that's when the guy knew he had made an error.
Yeah. What did I just do right there? Whoops.
Oh, yeah. And so David has him. I thought David killed him himself, but he actually had one of his other guys kill him.
Right.
Very kingly of him.
Yeah.
And, getting ready for his new role. And so he has this guy killed. And then the whole rest of the chapter is a lament that he wrote for Saul and Jonathan.
Oh.
Because remember, he was a musician and they do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it says that this lament was recorded in the book of Jashar. I was thinking like the genie.
Yeah.
Right? But that was Jafar, not Jashar. Not Jashar. So
was it Robin Williams going, hey, not bad.
Still fresh.
Yeah.
And so he so this book, he calls this song, by the way, the Lament of the Bowl. And Jashar is a book. It's listed here. It's listed in one other place in the Bible. There are what they think are fraudulent copies of it kicking around, but they don't think not the actual copy wouldn't be anyway, but they don't think that legitimate copies exist anymore.
Right.
But this song of David was written in this book that was passed around in those days. So it was extant, existing in the time of David, and probably for quite a while after. But then this kind of disappears. Right. Yeah. So, and this is the song that he sings for Saul and Jonathan.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like all the songs when I read Tolkien. I get to the song and then I just kind of skip over the song.
Yes.
And get on with the story.
Yes.
But we'll read the song.
It's a song of lament for Gandalf. I do not have the heart to tell you. The words are
Yes.
okay,
Well,
something like
well
that.
done. Well
Yeah,
done.
something
Yeah.
like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
verse 17. David took up this lament concerning Saul and his son Jonathan, and he ordered that the people of Judah be taught this lament of the bow. Brackets. It is written in the book of Jashar, as Larry said. Verse 18. A gazelle lies slain on your heights, Israel. How the mighty have fallen. Tell it not in Gath, proclaim it not in the streets of Ashkelon, lest the daughters of the Philistines be glad, lest the daughters of the uncircumcised rejoice. Mountains of Gilboa, may you have neither dew nor rain, may no showers fall on your terraced fields. For there the shield of the mighty was despised, the shield of Saul no longer rubbed with oil.
Yeah.
From
By the way, you understand the rubbed with oil thing.
right to keep it fresh and shiny too, right?
Yeah. I was just thinking I have a rifle in my basement that had a bit of rust, and I was gonna do that over Christmas and then forgot.
Oh well,
Yeah. Anyway.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Keep reading.
No, it's all good. Verse 22. From the blood of the slain, from the flesh of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan did not turn back. The sword of Saul did not return unsatisfied. Saul and Jonathan, in life they were loved and admired, and in death they were not parted. They were swifter than eagles, they were stronger than lions. Daughters of Israel, weep for Saul, you who clothed in scarlet and finery, who adorned your garments with ornaments of gold. How the mighty have fallen in battle. Jonathan lies slain in your heights. I grieve for you, Jonathan, my brother. You were very dear to me. Your love for me was wonderful, more wonderful than that of a woman, or that of women. How the mighty have fallen, the weapons of war have perished.
It's quite a beautiful song, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it just shows again, like his love for Jonathan, we always knew,
Mm-hmm.
but just how much he still loves Saul.
Right.
You know, every time he had a chance to take Saul, he wouldn't, and he writes this beautiful song for him.
Yeah.
I really think that if he had his choice, he would have just served Saul until Saul died of old age,
Right. Right.
and then taken the kingship,
Yeah.
and he would have let Jonathan have it too. Jonathan didn't want it, and it doesn't look like David really wanted it all that badly either.
Yeah. Yeah. Was just bound and determined that he was never going to take this thing by force.
Yeah, 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 and cared about these guys, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's like my friend's dad keeps trying to kill me, but I really like the guy just
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's not all bad. Sure, he's
yeah,
thrown a spear at me a couple times, but
yeah, yeah. But I still got moves.
yeah. I mean, who doesn't throw a spear at a friend every once in a while?
It's just the way of it. So he's killed this Amalekite. He's written this beautiful song for his very best friend, and for his father-in-law. Really,
Right.
remember he married Michael.
Yep.
Yeah, and then here he is moving on into becoming a king himself.
Yeah. It's
So
beautiful.
at this point, you got to remember he's not king. He's
Right.
kind of king, but he's not king.
But he's not king, though, is he?
No,
Yeah.
he's still got to do what it takes to become a king and get the people to follow him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that'll be coming in later chapters. And that's it.
Well, there it is. My friend, thank you. What a wonderful introduction to here's David transitioning. Now everything is out of the way. He's about to become king, but you see the closure of Saul's life, the closure of Jonathan's life, and this love, like Larry said, this lovely lament for Saul and Jonathan. So there it is, like Larry said. Folks, we're glad to be back after the Christmas break. We're back on schedule for a while until something comes up where we have to skip a week. But until then, thanks so much for joining us. Welcome to 2026, everyone. Until the next time we meet, I was Steve, he was Larry, and this was the Apoco-Larry podcast.